What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Cooking with Chef Tony. I want to thank y'all so much for all the love and support and encouragement that everybody has been showing me on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on TikTok. Thank y'all so much from the bottom of my heart. I really, truly appreciate it. And I just thank y'all. So today we're going to be making some creamy Tuscan shrimp Alfredo. Oh my gosh. It's highly requested and it is delicious. Trust. So without further ado, let's get started because I'm hungry. Yeah, I might hear my stomach grumbling, just overlook that. All right, let's get it. All right, y'all, so I'm starting by boiling a box of penne pasta, about half a box, I should say, for about 10 minutes until it's al dente. You do not want it to get fully done because you do not want mushy pasta in this dish. I promise you, it will not taste good. So it's almost about done. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain this pasta and then get started on our shrimp. All right, y'all, here are the shrimp. They are thawed out. I've taken the tails off of them. Please take the tails off your shrimp when making shrimp Alfredo, please. All right, but anyway, so this is my seasoning blend. I'm gonna use this Creole seasoning, some blackening seasoning, of course, slap your mama, and some garlic powder. So I normally eyeball it, but if you wanna be, precise, you can use about 2 teaspoons of this Creole seasoning, 2 teaspoons of this blackening season, any blackening season, really. About 4 teaspoons of slap your mama and maybe 3 to 4 teaspoons of garlic powder. And that should be good. All right, y'all, welcome back. So I have seasoned my shrimp. This is what it looks like, of course. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook this in some butter on for about 3 minutes per side. Please do not overcook your shrimp. Nobody likes tough shrimp, rubbery shrimp. Let me turn this heat down a little bit. All right, so we got 3 minutes per side. So put the timer on for 3 minutes. All right, so it's been 3 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and flip these shrimp over. I'll go ahead and start my timer back up now because it does not take shrimp long to cook. And again, the shrimp goes back into the Alfredo sauce along with the pasta, and it still can cook because the sauce will be hot and everything will be working together. So again, you don't want tough, rubbery shrimp. That's my #1 complaint when I eat other people's food is like when you make seafood, people tend to overcook it. I know when I first started out, I overcooked it, so there's no shame in that, but you definitely want to stay away from that, if you feel what I'm saying. All right, so we got 3 more minutes on the clock. Be back. All right, so it's been about 3 minutes. These are the shrimp. They look beautiful. Shrimp look beautiful. They're nicely cooked. They're not overcooked. So what we want to do is go ahead and put it in a separate bowl. You can use whatever you want. This is what I'm using. All right, y'all. So for my Alfredo sauce, I use 2/3 cups of white wine. I got about 3 cloves of fresh garlic chopped up. I use half a block of cream cheese just for this recipe since I cut it in half. I have about 5 to 6 spinach leaves that I roughly chopped. I have about 1/4 of a cup of green onions. I have about 1/3 of a cup of sun-dried tomatoes. Of course, fresh spinach. You can eyeball it. Spinach wilts down and cooks down, so I might use this whole bag actually. I got 2 cups of heavy cream, and then for my seasonings, I have garlic powder, slap your mama, some Lawry seasoning salt, red pepper flakes, oregano, lemon pepper seasoning, and some grated Parmesan cheese. Again, you can use whatever you like, however much you like, I should say. So to be on the safe side, I would use, let's just say, 2 teaspoons of lemon pepper, 2 teaspoons of oregano. If you like it hot, use 2 or 3 teaspoons of red pepper flakes. If not, I would say use 1 or like a half teaspoon. With this Lawry seasoning salt, I'd say use 1 teaspoon just to start with. So you can always taste the sauce. You just don't want it to be too salty. Slap your mama, I can never get enough, so I say 4 teaspoons. And garlic powder, again, I can never get enough. I eyeball that, let's just say 3 teaspoons. So you always want to go ahead and taste it as you go and adjust the seasonings. And you can use about half a cup of this Parmesan cheese. So good. All right, so in the same pan as our shrimp, we're gonna use, well, you still got some butter left up in here. If you wanna add more butter, you can, but this is totally fine. So we're gonna go ahead and get our fresh spinach. You see this half bag of spinach? I promise you, it'll all be like wilted in here. So it's up to your discretion. You can use half of this bag, which is 1/4. You can use 1/3, whatever you like. Today I'm gonna eyeball it. Go ahead and let's just put this up in here. Set this to the side. We're gonna add in our green onions. Then we're gonna saute this for about a minute to a minute and a half, just until the spinach leaves are wilted. I have a wooden spoon, everybody. I got a lot of, not a lot, I got one comment on Instagram in regards to me not using a wooden spoon when making this sauce and using this pot. So I said, you know what? Let me not let him down, because I let him down last time. So I got a wooden spoon. If you're watching, I got a wooden spoon. Can you see? Bap, bap, bap. All right, so the spinach has wilted. As you can see, you don't want it to get too mushy. So we're gonna go ahead and add in 3 cloves of our fresh garlic, freshly chopped garlic. Saute that for a few seconds. And y'all do know, sometimes, you know, after long days of work, or just, you know, things happen, you don't have fresh garlic on hand, always keep you a jar, I think they have both glass and plastic, but a jar of minced garlic. Always keep that on hand, like in your pantry, just in case, because everybody doesn't have, you know, fresh garlic all the time. Yeah, it's easy to have, it's easy to keep, but, you know, it is what it is. Let's be realistic. But fresh garlic does add a better flavor, I will say, than using the can one or the glass one. But, you know, make it easier for yourself. That's what I always say. Work smarter, not harder. All right, so to this, we're gonna go ahead and add in 2/3 cups of white wine. Can y'all guess what wine this is? Do y'all know my wine by now? Y'all should know, I'm not gonna say it. Whatever white wine you like, or cooking wine, whatever, use it. But y'all know the wine I like. All right, let's go ahead and add that. We're gonna let that cook for about, let's say 2 or 3 minutes. We wanna go ahead and let the wine reduce a little bit, let some of that alcohol cook off. So really you get the flavor. You don't really have the alcohol per se, like the content, but you do have the flavor. But yeah, y'all, so a quick story time. So one of the first things I learned how to cook when I was a kid with my mom was Alfredo. It was, of course, chicken Alfredo. Back then I probably had to be about, I don't know, 9 or 10, but Alfredo, we always had chicken Alfredo. Of course, it wasn't fancy Alfredo like this from scratch, but you know, we had the fettuccine noodles, we got chicken breasts, we seasoned and grilled those and cut them up into nice chunks. We had the, what Alfredo sauce was it? It was the, I want to say Bertolli? I don't know, but it was a nice jar. It was expensive. Or Classico? One of the two. Either way, it was expensive. Well, back in the day, it was expensive to me. Those jars of Alfredo sauce. And we would heat it up, of course, season it up, and we'll make some broccoli. So we had everything separate. We had the noodles separate, we had the broccoli separate, we had the chicken separate, and the Alfredo sauce separate. And of course, the garlic bread. So that was like a classic growing up. Literally one of the first things I learned how to make. I used to make it all the time, literally all the time. That's probably why I don't eat that much Alfredo sauce as it is right now, because I've ate it so much growing up. But I will make it for anybody, any occasion, you know what I'm saying? Just hit me up, whatever you like. But yeah, that was a quick little story time. Let me not get off track. So, this wine has reduced a little bit. I want y'all to see, don't spill it now. But y'all can see the wine has reduced. You do not want it to evaporate. You still want that flavor. So we're gonna go ahead and add in 4 ounces of this cream cheese. Now normally if I was using my full recipe, I would use the whole 8-ounce block, but since I cut it in half, I'm gonna use 4 ounces. So turn your heat down a little bit, and I find it easiest to just kind of like break the cream cheese up with whatever spoon you're using. So I've added my heavy cream, I've added all my seasonings and my fresh basil and my grated Parmesan cheese. So I'm now letting it come to a low simmer. Please do not boil any cream sauce. Anything with heavy cream or cream based anything, do not let it boil, because it will scald, it will burn. You want it on a low simmer. So if you see too many of these bubbles, turn your heat down a little bit. So I'm sticking it up already nicely. Look at all that. So you have to thicken it up real nicely. It only takes about 2 to 3 minutes once you start really cooking it. So now what we're gonna do is go ahead and add in our pasta and our shrimp. Toss that bad boy together. And I'll show y'all in just a minute. All right, y'all, so I added everything together. As you can see, it's nice and creamy. And again, for my sauce, you can taste it as you go. I know how I like mine seasoned, so the exact measurements that I told y'all, I will go ahead and do those, but you still want to always taste your food. All right. So as you see, the shrimp cooks still a little bit more in the sauce and the pasta, so you don't want it to overcook. So when you were making your shrimp in that butter sauce, not the butter sauce, in the butter, you don't want to overcook that, because as you can see, it's still cooking a little bit. All right, so I'm about to add in some fresh basil, some Parmesan cheese, and some green onions on top. Let the cheese melt a little bit, and it'll be all done. Be back. All right, and here it goes, the finished product. This is a creamy Tuscan shrimp Alfredo. It looks so good, y'all. And you want it to have this much sauce, because as you know, once it gets cool, the sauce will thicken up and it'll cling to the noodles. So yeah, you want as much sauce as possible. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. We did a good job, y'all. We did a good job. All right, and that wraps up Cooking with Chef Tony. I want to thank y'all so much for watching, tuning in, sending me a request for me to make this. I will have more videos coming consistently. I do have an e-cookbook coming out and e-recipes coming out for sale as well. Please be patient with me. I've been getting so many requests, DMs, everything about recipes. Please be patient. I have almost like 25,000 followers on Instagram. Literally, in the past like 4 or 5 days, I've went from like maybe 6 or 7 now almost to 25. So please be patient. I'm working on everything. I'm one person. You know, I do still have other stuff going on, but I will not let y'all down. I promise I won't let y'all down. But definitely thanks for the support in advance. Thanks for all the love. And again, anything you want to see, you can always send me a message via YouTube, via Instagram, you know, whatever. Send me a message. Let me know what you want to see. Give me some good criticism, honest critiques. You know, nothing bad. Don't be a troll. What we don't like or we don't want is trolls. So be nice. You know what I'm saying? Encourage me. I'll encourage you. And again, thank y'all for tuning in with me. All right, y'all, I'm about to walk into Walmart and get some groceries so I can do this video. And yes, I do have my mask on, but I'm not wearing it right now outside. I'll put it on as soon as I get in. But yeah, I'll show y'all what shrimp I like and all that. It's really good out here. It's like 60 degrees. So they got Girl Scout cookies. All right. See y'all in a minute. Peace. All right, y'all, this is the shrimp I like to use from Walmart. Extra large, it's frozen, peeled, deveined, tail on. Yeah, so if I can't get fresh or I'm not able to get fresh or, you know, I'm just running late, I'll get this bag right here. Yeah, look at this shelf. Look at this shelf. This is why I hate when things come up like the Super Bowl. That's my keys. But everybody act crazy. Like they never had no food, never made no food, never nothing. But, I'll see y'all in a minute. Peace.